A Baltimore woman shares a personal tragedy into a book.
There is nothing worse than seeing one of your loved ones suffer.
Ripped Apart, Living Misdiagnosed describes in detail the real-life story of Gary and Carol Stern's journey through the landmark legal case in Baltimore.
Carol Stern lost her husband after years of living with his organs outside of his body. Yes, you heard that correctly.
A Baltimore love story ends in tragedy after a medical malpractice. And now that story about love that knows no bounds has the dark side of American healthcare is being told to inspire others not to have the same fate.
Hey, remember that kid at Fort Garrison Elementary? He ran the Twilight and Glen Burnie, changed to Docs with his brother David, used to hang out at Cancun Cantina? Yeah, that guy, Gary Stern. That guy could write a book. Sadly, he can't, but his wife can. It's about dying at the hands of our healthcare system with a jury that agreed.
Turning tragedy into a book that can tell a story and help others. That's what Carol Stern, one Maryland woman, is doing.
And she's here to talk a little more with us today.
She joins us now alongside co-author David Black.
Thank you so much for being here on Be More Lifestyle. So talk to us about Carol and her husband, Gary.
Gary ended up with his internal organs on the outside of his body for almost 4 years.
Oh, goodness.
And it's a very interesting medical and legal story, and Carol and Gary were both very interesting people.
That he was in the hospital, she was in the hospital, making sure he got good care, and most people don't have an advocate like that. And one of the reasons the book was written was to let people know how to be an advocate for those you love.
And Carol, why did you want this story to be told?
I need to bring awareness to people so they can be stronger advocates for themselves or for their loved ones. And by me doing this book, I'm trying to take care of him and other people in his condition. I don't have my husband because they made a mistake.
People want to know what's really wrong with the American healthcare. Read this book and listen to Carol's story and be willing to challenge doctors. Most people defer to doctors, and doctors like that because they're the experts, right? They've got all that debt built up and that they have to justify their position. And so they're the doctors and we're ignorant.
I'm trying to figure out how to view this story. Is it a medical story? Is it a legal story?
It's a love story. They have hospital advocates. They don't have a human advocate for the human in that bed. There's so many people out there that will give up. Listen to your inner voice because they're going to direct you the right way. I took the decision of death out of the doctor's hands and put it where it belonged, back into Gary's. We have to sue you. It's not because you made a mistake. It's because you didn't own up to your mistake. It's not about the Carols out there. Carols out there, we will be fine so long as we can take care of the Garys. And we're all Carols. And we're all Garys.